Thank you
Yeah.
so much for being here.
Thank you. Yeah.
How has your NeurIPS been so far?
Oh, NeurIPS is so fun. Like a lot of people are here and handing out and present our work. Kind of a lot of connection. So great.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad. Can you introduce yourself, your full name and your affiliation, please?
Yeah. So I'm Patrick, and I'm a PhD student at UC Berkeley. I'm a third year PhD student working on like vision language model or like conversational dynamics in like human LLM interactions.
Awesome. And was there a particular piece of research that you presented at NeurIPS this year?
I see. So this year we present a work called like generate but verify. It's like we focus on like how LM or like VLM can like self-correct if they realize they make something errors during their generation. We feel like it's very important for the model to have this like awareness of what they are speaking so they can like self-correct and make the conversation much better.
And what was the original motivation for how you got started on this work?
I see. So I just have a belief that, okay, a lot of people are working on, for example, like make the PDF like understanding better, have the like specific task better. But my personal philosophy is we human communicate with each other. My focus is like, oh, how can we make the conversation flow better? And then so I just believe the model should have the awareness like with the soul. Yeah.
Whoa. Say more about what that means for the model to have awareness with the soul.
Okay, so the idea is like, okay, we talk with each other. So sometimes I would interrupt you. Sometimes I would like change the goal. Sometimes I found that, oh, I made a mistake and what should I do? But like the current model, they just like, okay, human give this, the model a spec. They just, okay, follow instruction. I don't have any like other mindset or something. Just finish it. And I believe that model should have more dynamics and they can like have a more natural interaction with the people as we human do.
And connect that to your work on verification. So how do those relate to each
Yeah,
other?
yeah. So it's kind of similar. So our idea is like, because a lot of people, what they do is like, okay, there's a model, they generate the outputs, and then we have another verifier to always like tell you like, oh, you did something wrong, you should do something. But in our human interaction, for example, I'm talking with you, there's no teacher or somewhere like, oh, Patrick made something wrong. It's like, I speak something, and I found, okay, suddenly I make something wrong, and I just self-correct, and that's really natural, so I believe it's important.
And why is this by default hard for models to do?
So there are two things. One is like the model just always cannot admit what they do it wrong because, okay, if they believe, for example, that's the water, and they just, once they speak the water, they just don't admit like, they just assume they will always do something right. And then another thing is like, I feel like previous people, the same thing, they only cares about like, I just do really well on a single task. And then, but it can be like iterative refinement or there are a lot of things.
So then tell me about the results of your research. What did you see and what was most surprising?
So in this task, while we care about like generate and verify the idea, but the downstream application is like if we describe a scene or have a like visual QA, what the performance looks like. So we improve like 12% on like captioning tasks, so they won't describe, for example, like there are like trash can or somewhere in the scene, something like that. And also like in QA task, we can improve like even 85% on like false premises or insufficient context. For example, if you ask the model, what's the weather like outside the like Hilton or like convention center, the model would tell you like it's like raining and it's sunny, for example. But our model would like try and found, okay, it's a little bit weird. So like keep trying and they found out, okay, the answer is I don't know because the model is inside.
Was there anything that was unexpected when you were during the process of this work?
Just a lot of like training and like common training and testing issue. And then I believe like because a lot of people are just open source all the things, so we just take like others' success and then like keep tweaking our models.
Yeah. And I'd love if you could outline like what are some of the practical applications that you're the most interested in for this work?
For this work, yeah, I think like a lot of tasks can be applied, although we start the idea from the visual task. For example, like if we have a like software engineer and then do some task, and then because the like software, for example, the flow is really long, so once they should like always check what they have done, and then if there's something wrong, they should like always go back and then like fix it and then continue. And also like some recent like DeepSeek or other people, they try it on like Olympics level math, and then they also found the same idea, like okay, we need to always verify if we did something wrong or right.
And what do you have to change when you're sort of switching between these domains, between say vision and language, for example?
I think like nowadays like all things just like merge all together to like single like we call it AGI or intelligence things. So I think it's cross domain can be a little bit hard because like you need to study all the things preliminary. But if you have like good collaborators like NeurIPS, you can connect with people and then people can you can like easily find a like new collaboration with people and then like can benefit with each other. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I'd love to hear a little bit more broadly about what are some of the things you found most interesting at NeurIPS this year.
I mean, like NeurIPS this year is like just a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And then another thing about the like the paper or especially about the work, I feel like people just moving like forward to like make the like models can answer really long horizon task. For example, like I don't care about only PDF. I care about like can this model like continue to learn something, and then that's just attract a lot of people, and I already see like this kind of trend.
What about the trends in your field in particular? Where's it going?
I mean, my field is like I also see a lot of like backtracking work. So when I present a poster, some people just like went to my place and then say like, oh, I actually see a very similar work at like specific session, and then I just like connect with the people. Like, oh, they have a similar idea. I chat with them, and they have like new our algorithm like make like a new reward function so the model can learn better, like a lot of new things happening.
I would love to get into your general sort of research philosophy. How do you choose what kinds of problems to work on as a researcher?
I think like because I'm a mid like PhD student, so at the beginning I'm just like, oh, the people give me the idea and I just take it and but like when I gradually evolved to like kind of the third year, I just found that okay, I'm just in general interested in like how humans interact with each other. And then, so I want to bring the same idea to the machine domain. Like, for example, like we have an interview and you're trying to like dive deeper into the topic you want to ask me. So the same thing as the machine shouldn't be always waiting for the like human to give us an instruction. They should be a collaborator, and then we can like chat with each other to figure out like what we're gonna do today. And then they can sometimes proactive help, and then they should be able to like handle, for example, like interrupt something like that. I think those things have a lot of room for improvement in the future.
What kind of work do you think is necessary to make conversational models more proactive in conversations?
I see. It's just like we need to create more this kind of scenarios. So for example, like I'm probably just very close to a danger and the model should like tell me like, oh, something would happen. Or when you are like first open, for example, like Photoshop and you don't know how to do it, and the model should like guide you like what you are doing. And the current like training or testing recipe are like the model give you the like people give you the instruction and you follow the instruction. I mean, it's just like because nowadays it's kind of like if everything can be described in language, that can be trend. But like I just believe we need to create this kind of scenario and then encourage more people to study this topic to like actually make the model lay down to the application.
And moving beyond language as well. So one question that I've had fun asking folks is like, when you think like 5-10 years into the futures of AI progress, so forever basically, what are you the most excited about in terms of the way that AI works and operates in the world?
I think the most exciting thing is like the AI should have kind of a memory. I think it's really hard because now they just have like, for example, they can only do 5 minutes like interaction, like ChatGPT. We do like several conversations. They just like, oh, I forgot the beginning, and then like not how we human do. We human can learn like, for example, like 50 or like 100 years as a like lifelong time. So I think that would be the most exciting thing for me.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Patrick, thank you so much for coming and sharing about your work.
Yeah, thanks.